Oh, hello, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and good night. This is the Fakeologist Show. It is Wednesday, December the 3rd, 2025. And this is the show. We have Fakenukes Phil on, and sometimes Jim comes on and bothers Phil. But Phil is on a tight schedule today, so we might have to leave early, or we might just cut the whole show short. So we'll leave you wanting more. Although on last night's show, the person said this show was boring. Who goes onto a show and said, this show yesterday, not our show. Anyway, Phil, how you been?
I'm good. How was your vacation?
Oh, it was short and sweet. We just hung around and tried to catch up on paperwork. Even though there's no paperwork, it's all electronic, just accounting, that kind of thing. So it was fine, thank you. And how was your week?
Yeah, good. You know, a lot of nothing going on. It's a slow news week, but but I keep
What's the
myself busy.
PSYOP Industrial Complex doing?
I don't know. They're like taking some time off. I saw an article on saying that 2025 is the lowest year of mass shootings in 20 years. And when I saw that, I said, well, that's why I'm so bored lately. It's because there's no mass shootings going on to break down.
Yeah, it's been bad. It's been pretty bad. Maybe we
Well,
have to go over old stuff. Maybe
yeah,
that's
so we have to go over the old stuff, and we try to I try to upload some 9/11 stuff, but not too much this week. I'm getting ready for the Pearl Harbor anniversary in 4 days.
Yeah.
And so I'll do some kind of a thing for the Pearl Harbor thing. I have a different take on what happened that day. I believe it was a drill. The Navy did a drill, and the Japanese were nowhere in the area. And
I agree with that.
And
I agree 100% right there.
I mean, the Navy had been practicing for a Japanese attack for 2 years. And then all of a sudden on December 7th, they got taken by surprise. It's like, you weren't taken by surprise. You just did another drill and said this one was real. And so
same with all the events. 9/11 was the same way.
Yeah.
Bush said he couldn't imagine a plane flying into a tower. Well, first of all, that was the main thing they said this tower was good for, being hit by an airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah, you forgot that part of the story, huh?
Yeah.
Well, why don't we go over all your videos real quick? We'll go as fast as possible in case you get called away.
Oh yeah.
On your Phil's a surgeon, and he gets called out on urgent surgery.
That's right. I got a patient.
He's not really a handyman fixing stuff. He's just fake. Well, right off the top, before Jim gets here and starts getting all janky, I didn't watch all the Monica and Garamar videos, but I was just curious if they've done anything to address the question, were they really in jail? Did they provide any evidence for you?
Oh, I don't, that's the thing. There's no way you can prove it. I say that if you get put in jail for a thought crime, you should ask them to, you should be able to buy a piece of a leaf of paper and a pencil from the commissary inside the jail. And what you do is you write a daily journal. You write a daily journal of the inmates that you talk to. You talk about what the weather was like. If you have a window, if you can describe what the weather was like on each day. And then when you come out, you could show us your daily journal. And that, I guess, is the only way that we could have like some kind of
but isn't there an actual record somewhere? An official record where prisoners are checked in? Oh, there has to be.
Well, there is, but it's in the prison system. And the prison system is in on it. When they put somebody in a fake jail, well, then the correctional facility is in on the hoax. And so they can make any document they want.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So I guess you would need a couple of independent eyewitnesses that were actually in jail as well that could testify, maybe.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Yeah, that's why you would make a daily journal and write down the names of the people you meet in there. And then we can ask them, when you get out, if they get out, we can ask them, so we see that you were talking to so and so on such and such a day, and so I guess
Cloverfield, our buddy on BitChute, is teeing off on Jim
yeah,
right now,
yeah, it's
isn't he? He's just gone absolutely bananas.
yeah,
This thing really triggered him. So Jim is all upset that you are the cause of all this questioning,
yeah,
Phil. You shouldn't question. What's wrong with you? Are you question Nukes, Phil?
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Some other people are wondering why I chose to start this fight. I said, well, I didn't choose to start a fight. I just said, well, I don't, I, people claiming that I know how this society, I know how this government operates. They put people in fake
They
jail.
think of everything.
They put people in fake jail to make a martyr out of them, and so they become the quote unquote leader of the movement, or the elder of the movement, and so they've got skin in the game because, hey, I've done prison time, and so therefore, I've got a higher clout than you, that sort of thing, and so.
Wait, not all who wander are lost. Monica flashed one piece of paper at the screen for half a second.
Yeah, yeah. And so it's what Albert Pike said. He said, when the people need a hero, we shall supply him. And so this is how they supply him, is they create these fake martyrs that are imprisoned, and then they come out and they become the elder statesmen of the. And so here
hey,
comes
speak
Jim.
of the devil, Jim Rizzoli. Hello.
Here comes he.
Hi there.
Hey, Jim.
Welcome to the show.
You still,
we were just talking behind your back.
Yeah,
but now we can't talk behind your back anymore.
Well, anyway,
well, we had to get the show going quickly because Phil's gonna have to go. Nothing to do with you, but he has urgent surgery to do on his moonlighting as a doctor, Doogie Howser.
That's right.
But seriously, he says he'll have to leave soon, so I wanted to get him talking as soon as possible.
Okay, so I would like to hear what Phil has to say, because obviously he thinks.
Are you missing Phil?
Well, I don't hear from him anymore because the reason I really think I don't hear from him is because he's too embarrassed, because Monica buried him when she came on the show, when he wasn't on the show, and she exposed him for what he's saying. And
well, how did she expose him? Because the commenter said she flashed a piece of paper for 1 second.
Well, okay, no, I just want you guys, because both you guys I think are wacko. But anyway, let me
this
try.
Is the wacko show. I'm a wacko.
Well, no, look at you guys could believe what you want, okay?
Thank you.
But here's the thing I want to understand from you.
We have permission.
So you think the revisionists are doing this? In other words, they're lying. That's what you believe, right?
Wrong.
Okay, so they're not in jail, or they are in jail. They were in jail, whatever.
We don't know. We don't know for sure. There's certain things we Phil and I were just talking. There's certain things we know we can't know for sure.
Okay.
So questioning is, this is so surprising from you, Jim, that you get mad when you get questioned for what you think is true. See, we don't all have the same truths. Phil believes in some stuff that I don't believe in. I don't believe in some stuff that you believe in. We all have our own truth. Now, there is absolute truth, but the problem is it's really hard to verify. That's really what this whole website is all about. We know, we know the official story's wrong, but that doesn't mean we need our own official story. We just know that.
Right, but see, I get it. I get it. But here's what I want to understand about Phil.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you believe the revisionists are lying, Phil?
Well, wait, you're a revisionist.
I uploaded a video about that Hans Jorgensen.
Well, I don't give a shit about him, Phil. I don't care. I don't care about that guy.
That guy I can say is lying.
Okay.
But Phil supposedly went in jail for 7 months.
Phil, you look at what you're doing now. I hate what you do this. I asked you a direct question and you go to something else. I don't care about Hans, whatever the hell his name is. I only care about Do you feel Monica and Grandma and the other revisionists
Why don't
are
you do one
lying?
at a time? Let's do one at a time. Why?
Okay, Monica. Okay, Monica. Is she lying?
Um,
It's a simple answer, yes or no.
Or
Is she
telling
lying?
or telling half truth. Let's
No, whatever.
yeah,
But
well, lying is a harsh word. I do have. There are lingering questions about Albert's incarceration.
Alfred.
Alfred, I'm sorry, and there are lingering questions about Gurmar, and so their story in their court case doesn't really make sense.
Okay.
Doesn't add up, and
But-
and these guys, all these people could have been put in jail for an immigration issue, not a Holocaust issue.
that's not what happened to Monica.
Wait.
But Monica has dual citizenship between Canada and Germany, or is she just
Well,
a
no,
Canadian citizen?
but why was she put in jail, Phil?
Well, it could have been because she's a Canadian citizen and she
No,
went to Germany.
Phil, hold on here, Phil. Let's
Mhm.
just think about this. She was in Germany. She went to Germany. This has nothing to do with Canada. So why was she put in jail? Why was she arrested?
How would he know though?
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Anyone know?
Well, let's take a guess. How's that? So why do you think she was arrested?
Well, it could have been an immigration issue. It's like what was she doing?
Phil, it wasn't an immigration issue.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, Phil, do you know the story? Do you want to know the story, or do you don't care? You probably don't care.
Well, I think I've heard the story before. I think she went to.
Well, no, you obviously didn't take in the story, because what happened was Monica went to Germany. Okay, she was at a court meeting. I mean, a court.
She was in the gallery of a.
Yeah, that's
trial.
right. That's right. She was there at the gallery.
That's what she said. Yeah.
Okay, so and then they came up to her and arrested her.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? She wasn't there. It wasn't immigration. It had nothing to do with immigration.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Well, you don't know, Phil. Let me tell you something. Why I get pissed at you, because you dismiss everything. Well, I don't know. Well, how about finding out what happened? She was there because they got her. It was it had to do with the Holocaust stuff that she did with her video, and that's why they arrested her. It wasn't immigration. She didn't violate any immigration rules. So they put her in jail. They arrested her. She was in there for around 10 months, and that's the story. So
what it was 11 months.
Well, whatever.
Jim,
okay,
during 10 months, I mean, she would make a friend or two inside the jail. I mean,
so Phil, look, just stick with what I'm trying to understand you, Phil. So you don't think she was arrested and put in jail
for her video? Wait, it's very specific what you have to ask. Phil is questioning whether she was put in jail for doing that "I'm sorry, Mom" video with the violin and putting it out there, and that is the official story that Phil is questioning. I think Phil just doesn't want to come out and say it, but if I'm listening to Phil, he's pretty much intimating that he questions the official story. And I think he has every right to question.
Oh, he has every right. He can believe there's no sunshine. I mean, there's no sky.
But that's an appeal to ridicule. Of course, he believes that there's sunshine.
Well, no, I don't. Look,
there's no sunshine in Toronto this week.
Okay, I get it. Okay, so Phil, you still haven't answered my question. So you don't think Monica was arrested for her Holocaust denial stuff? Okay,
was it the specific video though?
Look, that really doesn't matter. She was arrested because whatever she did, they didn't like. Okay, so
wait, shouldn't we? That should be evidence in the court.
Okay, listen, I'll give it to you. It was for the video. I'll give it to you.
Okay, why is that such a hard thing to say?
No. because there might have been other things that I don't know about. Would it
Okay.
be fair for me to just say it was the video?
Well, she could tell us what it was because she was in the court.
Well, anyway, she was there. She got arrested. She went to jail, and she was there. So you're gonna tell me now that she wasn't in jail?
There's
For
questions
that,
about her relationship with Sylvia Stoles, and apparently there is a Sylvia Stoles' husband is a journalist or something. Somebody in my comment section laid down the details of the oddities, and somebody robbed a bank or something, and it helped Monica escape. But some weird details about the story
What
that
the
was
hell,
presented.
Phil? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, it's
This,
I haven't read the document.
Sylvia Stoltz has nothing to do with Monica, okay, except that Monica was there during that trial for Sylvia Stoltz. That's all. But the other stuff that you're throwing in here, you're throwing the red herring over the trail to get people to believe nonsense. This is nonsense. Either Monica was in jail or not. Grandma was in jail or not. If you don't believe they were in jail, then you're calling them a liar.
Well, I'm questioning their story.
No, Phil, you are such a fucking coward. Why don't you just say what you have to say?
Frederick just said it. He said Bader Meinhof is the Jewish I think the husband of Sylvia Stoltz, and somehow they had a relationship with Monica, and I think that's why Monica was there at her trial.
There was no that. Come on, Phil. Really? What are you pulling into this stupid thing? You're making a mountain out of a molehill. Okay, she was in jail or she wasn't. Okay.
Wait, in jail for the video. Be specific.
Okay, fine. In jail for the video. Great. We'll give it to you. Okay, great.
Okay. Well, why is that? That's not hard.
Okay, great. In jail for the video. Okay.
Because I don't even see exactly what I'd have to watch the video again, actually, but I don't even see what in the video was breaking the German law. I know they have specific laws, but what exactly did she say? Because that should be part of a trial. Okay, you said this, that violates this. Should it not? Should there not be a transcript where we can read it? Because wouldn't it be important for everyone to know what you can and can't say in Germany?
If you guys really want to get into this craziness here, like you're doing,
why is this crazy?
That's fine. I am not going to go crazy in this whole thing. I'm just getting the basic points.
You already got upset about it. That's for sure.
Okay. Well, no. I'm just making my point.
You're getting emotional, Jim.
No. Let me just say something. There's a lot of things that Phil says that, like you say, you agree with him. I agree with him. There's some things he says, but he says he says stuff, and he has no proof of it, and then he runs away from it. Okay, and then he goes after everybody that questions him. That's what he does. Phil, I wish you would just stand on your own legs and stick up for what you say with proof, but you don't prove anything.
I know that's the problem. I mean, we can't prove because I'm not allowed to see the evidence. I'm not allowed to see what they have.
Okay,
and,
so
I have to show my hand, but they don't have to show their hand.
Okay, but Phil,
that's kind of like an uneven playing field.
Okay, but here's the thing, though, Phil. Okay, everything you talk about, the fake nukes and Lincoln being shot and Kennedy being shot and all these things that you say didn't happen, you just throw it out there with no proof.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do. You don't have any.
I think I like to expose I expose the flaws in their case because history has told us that Abraham Lincoln was shot.
As powerful, the guy in the chat says, burden of proof is not on Phil. It's not on the person.
So I point out the weakness of their case because they didn't take any photographs of anything. They didn't take a photograph inside the Seward home. They didn't take a photograph of John Wilkes.
Phil, are you gonna believe?
They have a lot of weaknesses in their case.
Phil, hold on here, Phil. Are you gonna believe photographs, Phil?
Well, yeah, especially because there were so many
Oh,
people in
come on, Phil.
1865. There were a lot of candidates.
Haven't you been seeing what's going on with photographs and video? Everything's
Mhm.
going
I
AI.
agree. Photographs don't help either
You
in this case.
photographs don't mean nothing, Phil.
Not today.
Okay. They didn't have a photograph of Lincoln being dead in the casket. It don't matter if they did, because you'd just say it wasn't true anyway. It don't matter.
Well, the fact that they don't exist is
No, Phil,
problematic.
they'll make them up. You don't have to worry about it. They'll
Yeah,
come
and
up
so
with them.
it's been 160 years and they haven't made
Okay.
them up yet.
Okay, so
Well,
they're gonna make them up. So
but
you can't use that analogy. We don't have the photographs. We don't see the guys getting killed at Pearl Harbor. Where's all the bodies? We don't have the photographs.
Okay. Kate Emma says, "Why is Jim so invested in the stories told by others? Are they related? If not, why such an emotional reaction?" So,
Because I don't like people lying about people.
well, why are you so emotional about it?
Because I hate when people lie, and people on Phil's. Even though I only comment with Phil on his fake nuke site, because the other people are they're out of their minds. I mean, they're really lost.
Why? Because they disagree with you?
Let me tell you something about Phil's site. He's got saying okay, Jewish people.
Okay, wait. How do you know what their ethnicity?
Hold on here. Hold on. I'm not done. He's got people that are either saying them or they have the mindset of saying them. And that's the only. Hold on, I'm not done yet. Let me finish.
What is saying them for those that don't know what you're talking about?
The saying them are the Jews that some of them get paid to put false information out there about people, about revisionist stuff, about all sorts of stuff, to put a division amongst the people. See, they can't come across like us Holocaust deniers with evidence that we're wrong. So what they have to do is they're going to make it look like that where they try to divide us. And that's what Phil is doing. Phil's doing a very nice job at doing that. He's got these crazy people on his site that are saying I'm thinking. Okay. And what they want to do is divide us. They don't care about the truth. They don't care if Phil's right or I'm right. They don't care. That's all they care about, is as long as they divide the movement, whatever movement there is, and get everybody going in different directions, because they don't want the attention on them. That's what's going on here. And Phil's going along with it.
I agree. That's psyops, but you can't prove who's out there doing it. They're not. How do you know they're saying them or Phil's friends?
Well, I just explained to you. They're either saying them or they have the mindset.
The British and the military psyops divisions, that is their modus operandi. If they can't confuse. So is the army saying them too?
Whoever is used on the internet to publish information is saying them.
Okay, but the army are involved in influence operations. That's what they do.
Well, that the army is a whole nother aspect of it.
That's the main aspect of it, Jim. They're the main guys on the internet.
Well, it could be them. You might be right. I don't know.
Okay, so your United States government military, you call them saying them, but by giving them a label, that really doesn't help the cause. Like, what are we supposed to do?
Well, we have to give them a name, because that's what they can name themselves.
Call them the military, then. That might be more accurate.
No, Tim. They named themselves that. Okay, they call themselves saying them. They put out videos. They brag about what they're doing. They're out there to cause divisions among everybody. That's what they're there for. And what bothers me about Phil's site, he just allows anything to go on there. They can say whatever they want.
Well, Phil is a free speech platform.
No, he's not free speech. He's got stuff that people are just lying about people.
Okay, well, isn't that free speech?
You guys.
Well, that was my phone call. I gotta go patch up a patient.
Well, that sucks. Well, we can't have a debate without you, Phil. So, did you want to?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we can continue it next week.
Phil, are you? Do you want to come back to the Sunday show?
I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe in a week or two. I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
But
You want to go back into the lion's den and put your head in the mouth of a lion, Phil?
yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's. I'll see. I mean,
Okay. Well,
but anyway,
that's an answer. That's good.
But we'll. But anyway, we'll discuss further next week.
All right, Phil. Well,
All
good.
right,
Thanks for joining in.
Yeah, good to see you guys. All right.
See you, Phil.
Later. All right.
And look at the comments, and the C pill says Jim is obsessed with Phil.
No, I'm not. I like Phil. Okay.
I know you are. Are you obsessed with him?
No.
Okay, but why? You're always talking about him.
Well, because this is the only time I get to talk to him.
No, you talk about him on your video too, on your walk.
Well, not a lot. I don't talk a lot about him.
Well, you talk about him more than you talk about the cows. The cows are really taking a back.
Well, let me explain how I do my walk and talk.
I know. I'm just joking, Jim.
Well, I mean,
we got a caller. Hold on. We got a caller in. Where are you calling from? What is your name?
I'm calling from the South Shore of the St. Lawrence Seaway. I'm John the Beggar.
John, are you older than Jim?
I doubt it.
No, I'm a 58er.
58. Wait, don't make me do math.
Born.
Oh yeah, 57. I figured that. Jim, are you born in 58 or before or after? You don't have to.
I'm 73 years old. Okay.
Now we got to do math again.
Well, no, I was born in 1952, so I'm old and I'm the old guy everywhere. Okay,
John, you have to give your respect to Jim. Then I'm sorry.
Okay, Jim, I do respect you and I respect your age.
Okay, good.
Okay, I was wanting to get on earlier. I didn't think Phil was going to leave so quick.
No, we told him at the beginning of the show he had to go, and he did say that before Jim even came on. So
yeah, I didn't know that he would go this quickly, though.
No, he said half an hour, so he gave half an hour.
Well, I certainly do like the idea of a Pearl Harbor show.
Oh, you're going to get one.
I just love going after Pearl Harbor. It's such a scam.
Okay, what about this topic? Can you speak to this topic though?
I have to agree with you and Phil. I'm a little skeptical about it.
Okay, but what about Jim's reaction? Do you think it's reasonable?
He's defending what I perceive to be friends of his, and so I think it's admirable in that sense.
Okay.
And we can disagree. You've always said we could.
We have a lot of disagreements on this show, not just Jim, but I had a whole guest. I got crapped on in their comment section because I didn't agree with anything. So I do have topics I don't agree with, but I just bring them to the audience and let them decide.
Well, I know one time Jim Rizzoli did quite a program a few years ago on Pearl Harbor, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't you, Jim?
I look at. I've got 9,000 videos on BitChute, and if you think I can remember all the things I've done, it's hard to do. I might have done it.
You and your lady friend, I believe, did one on Pearl Harbor, and I just loved it.
Well, what were they saying? Because you might have a better memory than Jim.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
They were just getting down on the whole thing, the lack of any evidence.
Wait, Jim was questioning Pearl Harbor, the videos, the graphics, the story?
Yeah.
Wow.
Everything.
Okay.
Well, I don't question it like Phil questions. I question the whole thing was a setup. Okay, there's no doubt about that. They the United States knew what was going to happen.
Well, who set it up?
Well, that's the point. Okay.
I don't think any bombings even took place. I think we just blew up a bunch of old rust buckets.
That could look at you. You might be right. See, I don't know. Okay, I mean that could be exactly what happened there. Phil seems to think that the bomb. Well, obviously he would have to think the guys in the planes were Americans, right?
I don't think there were any planes up there. I've seen some 8mm videos.
Yeah, exactly. I like where you're going with this.
I don't see
John.
any planes, anything moving in the sky. I see the explosions or the smoke, but I don't see any planes.
Right.
And I don't think there were any planes. And another thing,
I didn't see any planes on 9/11 except in a video.
Yeah, I know. And another thing is they went down there to fix the USS Arizona. and they said it might be coming up, and I think they'll probably bring it up in a few years. But what they went down there to do was to put some bones in there, so it looked like people had died in there. And I have no doubt they'll pull some stunt like this. And I've talked to some divers over the years, and they've said that would have been a piece of cake to go down in there and get those people out at the depths they were. But they would always say, "Oh, we just left them in there."
Look at you know there's a problem there because they left the ship there. That ship is only down, what, 20, 40 feet or whatever, 50 feet? Okay, they could have picked it up and got it out of there, but they didn't.
Divers could go down and get the bodies because there weren't any, but they've been going down in there one year. They closed the area because they said it might rust and come up or something. And I have no doubt that when they did that, they put bones in there. And so when it comes up someday, they'll say, "Oh, look at the bones," and they'll have actors and actresses there crying, and suckers will believe it. Suckers will. But I do have some hope, since that school board member told me that most of the kids in junior high and high school don't even believe we went to the moon anymore. So I have some hope that people will just say, this is bullshit.
Peter Krantz says the newer ships were removed from Pearl Harbor and sent out on exercise.
Yeah, they were. Those were the aircraft carriers.
Right.
The ones we would need to win the war. Because I know I had a professor, and he said this: all of our good ships that we needed went out, and he said, and all we had was rust buckets in there.
Well, how convenient.
So, yeah.
So it's the oldest trick in the book. Just get rid of the old equipment that you don't want around anymore anyway, and probably costs a lot of money to disassemble, and just either leave it at the bottom of the sea or blow it up real good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then tell everyone the Japs attacked us. But they never attacked us. The whole war was just,
it was to bring Japan into the American Empire. That's what it was. And guess what?
And urban renewal is,
and to this day, they're under control, just like Germany. Germany and Japan are safely underneath the United States. Would you agree with that, Jim?
I would.
Yeah. Look at. I agree with Phil on this Pearl Harbor thing. A lot of the stuff he's saying. Okay, he's bringing up some. I got to give him credit. That's really good that he's doing that. I'm glad he's doing that. But I don't know if he's going to get anybody to listen to him that is going to make a difference. But at least we have a good idea what's going on.
Yes, we do. Hey, John, we got another caller in. Do you have any final comments?
Well, I wish I could have talked to Fake Nukes Phil, but
next week
I got to talk to Jim Rizzoli and to you Fakeologists.
Thank you.
And with that, I will wish you both good night.
Good night. Right. Thank you, John.
Take care, John.
I don't know why the other call came in on the same line, so hopefully they let it keep ringing and it'll start flashing here on my a big phone network here. But
look at this guy. This guy called Ravioli is older than my parents. See, when people call me Ravioli, they have no respect. No respect. I mean, what do you think? The first time I heard that, it's like calling me names and making fun of my name and not spelling my name right is just ways that people try to aggravate you. You know what I mean?
Well, it doesn't work on you though, right? You're not going to rise to that.
Well, no, but I'm just saying it's so childish. He's talking about me having emotional control of a toddler. I mean, I don't do that stuff.
Hey, listen, I apologize. I didn't turn the phones on properly. That's why it was ringing like that. So hold on, whoever's calling in, let me turn the phones on properly. Phil came on real quick, so I got out of my routine. Okay, so John got through because he knows what buttons to press. Now the phones are really on. Okay, sorry about that, whoever was calling in. I had it wrong. Okay, now call in again. Oh, hold on. Someone joined the studio. Let's see. Who is it? It is Lucas joined the studio. Hello, Lucas.
Hey, fellas. How's it going?
It's going great. I didn't want Jim to blow another valve, so luckily Phil left, so Jim's okay now. He's calmed down a couple notches.
You guys, you know what's interesting about?
I don't want someone to die on my show, Jim. Come on.
Listen. Let me just explain something. I'm very different than most people out there, okay? Because I don't take no bullshit.
No, you
Okay,
don't.
I'll swear and I'll get, I'll kind of make it like I'm yelling, but that's just normal. Okay,
Hey,
in my family, that's normal.
on one of
Okay,
your walking tops, you were saying, I don't know what the hell's going on. That's not good talk either. I was thinking, why is is that cussing when you say hell?
what hell? What is hell?
I don't know, but you were saying, what the hell? I thought that was,
Okay, what the hell is that's? It's not a swear.
well, some people would say it's cussing,
Well,
but
what do you want me to say? Hell is the
you
grave. That's all it is.
say,
Okay, there's no
what the
fiery
heck?
place. It's the
What the
grave.
heck? What the heck? What the hey ho?
Oh,
Okay.
please, everybody, virgin ears.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Okay, go on. Sorry, I interrupted. So you tell it like it is. You cuss, you swear when
Well,
you're
no, I don't take no bullshit from
you don't.
anybody.
Okay.
Okay. And if he gets too upset, you should be glad I get upset because that's the way I'd be with people I would meet in the street if they're saying stupid stuff. I wouldn't let them get away with it.
All right.
You people are too passive.
Well, that's
You just
true.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be so nice and not upset people.
He's got that East Coast attitude for sure. That's part of why we like Jim.
Till says you've got a case of boomeritis. I've never heard of boomeritis.
That's one thing I look at. There's one thing I am not. I am not like the boomers, the regular boomers, because they are out to lunch. And I agree with everybody that does complain about the boomers because I am nothing like any of the boomers that have ever come along. They're not like me at all.
No, yeah, that's true. Okay, Lucas, what do you think of this whole situation? I'll let you talk.
I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm kind of middle ground on it because they do have laws against questioning this stuff, but there are also cases of fake truth tellers getting arrested, like Tommy Robinson in the UK.
Yeah.
So I don't know anything about Monica or any of them, so I don't know. I don't think they're as publicized as him. Like that guy's he's clearly an op, but in their case, I don't really know anything about them, so I don't have any opinion on it, to be honest.
Well, wait, let's ask Jim. Jim, do you think Tommy Robinson is an op as controlled opposition?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you do believe that they exist, controlled opposition?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And that's
you don't think
that's the thing. They do that on the national level. Like in the old days, they did Timothy Leary, got fired from Harvard, but meanwhile, they wanted everybody to listen to what he was saying, and he admitted he was working for the CIA. And Jordan Peterson had literally the same position as Timothy Leary, and I mean he didn't get arrested or go to jail, but like they banned him from YouTube, whatever the modern equivalent is, and that guy's clearly an op too. So these other people though they're more obscure, so I don't know. Is that a big news story even? I don't know. I'm not familiar with them apart from you guys talking about them.
Well, it might have been in Germany, but it was in Germany, so we don't really have any German correspondents. So, I have no idea. I really don't know. Yeah, listen, I listen to Monica. She sounds very sincere. I have nothing against her at all, and she seems like a very sincere person. And she's Canadian, so Canadians don't lie. I don't think. Well, not all of them. So she sounds very sincere, and but I'm on the other side as well. I think Phil has the right to question and ask for some kind of proof, whatever proof that there can be. And because we know that there is controlled opposition. Jim is putting his name on the line.
People call me control opposition. Okay. I
Yes,
don't know
they
what the
do.
hell I'm controlling and what opposition I'm doing. When I think about people coming after me, it's really unbelievable. Okay, like look at this guy Rizzoli says Handsome Truth is for real. What do you give a shit how I feel about Handsome Truth? I haven't talked to Handsome Truth in years, and you're still talking about Handsome Truth. Are you out of your mind? I mean,
wait, is he for real? I don't even know. Do you think
we've seen him? I've talked to him. I've interviewed him. I've been on his show. What? I'm talking to nobody.
No, you think he's legit? I mean, he's not.
I can't answer for him. That's all I know.
No, what's your opinion?
Here's the thing. Okay, Handsome Truth. I wouldn't handle things the way he does it. I wouldn't come after Jews like he did. Okay. I mean, throwing those pamphlets in a Jewish neighborhood, really? That's not what.
So but wait, do you think he's controlled?
I
Because
don't know what
not,
he is. How would I
but
know?
based on his behavior, if he's doing something outrageous and something that's bound to make people angry, does that not make him
No,
suspicious?
because you'd say the same thing about me. I mean, I must be controlled because I say things that I say. I mean, I don't know what.
Well-
Let me tell you something about all these people that I've come in contact with. I've been in shows with, whatever. I don't give two shits about what they do. I just want to hear what they say. Okay, if they're telling you the truth about something, that's all I care about. I don't care about their religion, their sexuality. I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. I only want people to tell the truth about whatever they're talking about. So everybody, like this one person was on my BitChute channel today calling me, like putting Victor Hugo's video about Enos, their son of Enos, up, and I shouldn't put it up. And who the hell are you to tell me what to put on my website? Are you kidding me?
Well, he's just giving an opinion.
Look at,
when you have comments, you're going to get comments, Jim.
right, but you don't come on my BitChute channel and tell me who I can put on and not put on.
But he didn't tell. So he told you not to.
Yeah,
put
he
that
said,
on
like,
anymore?
more or less, yeah. That why are you putting this guys like him on? Well, why are you questioning it? What's up? What the hell's the matter with people? Get your own freaking BitChute channel.
Sunset Lights 100 says, "Bit sick of Jim swearing."
Oh,
Why?
you see, this is what really gets me about people. You guys are a bunch of cowards if you can't take a little bit of swears. I mean, really,
Okay.
really,
Well,
you can't. Your virgin ears are gonna fall off if you. And it's not like I'm swearing horribly here. I use some adverbs in how I talk, and you guys are gonna question that.
Okay. Jim, what do you think of this Cloverfield channel? They got a lot of stuff.
The Cloverfield
about
guy's
you.
a nut. He's a screwball.
He's an Irish guy.
Yeah, but look at he's trolling me. He puts videos up about. I mean, think about that. People are trolling me. They're watching my videos every day, and they're jumping on everything I'm saying. All right, everything, and they post the video, pictures of something I said. They show the text. I'm having a conversation with somebody, and they're showing the text. What the hell do you care about a conversation I'm having with somebody on my BitChute channel? And why are you putting it on somebody else's site? I mean, what are you guys nuts? And I'm not talking about Tim or whatever. I'm just saying, what's going on with people that they're doing stupid like that, stupid stuff like that?
All right. Frederick says you were pushing HT hard and said he went to jail for freedom of speech.
Yeah.
But he didn't go to jail for that, did he?
Well, they arrested him for throwing the flyers out. That's what they arrested him for, right? That's what happened?
Yeah, you can't.
I don't know.
You can't do that in America. You can't go to like a synagogue or something and
they go crazy doing
anti-Semitic pamphlets. They'll put you in jail for that for sure.
Well, look at you can do it. You have the right to do it, and it is a constitutional right that you can do it. But what's going to happen is they're going to throw you in jail, and now you're going to have to go through all the rigmarole of court just to show you have a constitutional right to do what you did. But it's not going to be easy. It's going to cost you a lot of money, and so that's why I say HT. What the hell are you?
So they're going to
what are you doing? Throwing them in Jewish neighborhoods? That's the worst thing you can do. They don't give a shit about him. They want you in jail, so they want you to do that. So
he either was using bad judgment or he was doing it on purpose so he could make a spectacle.
Well, look at
what do you?
Whatever. He's got to answer for what he's doing. Oh, Mazzoli's too chicken. Did not denounce him. Why am I going to denounce him? What am I denouncing him about?
Because talk about making the quote unquote movement look bad.
Is that what he did? What movement do we have?
No, but No, I know there's no movement, but you used those words
No, but
earlier in
it's
the show.
it's all in your head. A movement. What, a bowel movement you're talking about? That's about what it
Hey,
is.
I don't think there's a movement
There's
either.
no
But that's a funny
movement.
line.
Look at
I've
that's
used
all.
that
That's
myself.
all we are. Army of one. That's all you're going to be. Is you're going to have to learn what the truth is on whatever subject you're dealing with, and then you're going to have to use your knowledge to help other people. There's not going to be any big getting together of people come be out here, holding hands and fighting for the white cause. It's not going to happen. You have to just
Jim, Jim Till is saying Jim's anger clouds his judgment.
oh.
He's so fixed in the narrative that he can't see the level of deception. The boomer brainwashing is too strong. Same with Lynn.
Come on. Don't even compare me to these boomers, these other people.
Wait. Do you think we could have an anger off with you and Lynn one day where you just get really angry at each other?
That would be great.
Would you agree, Jim, to come on a show with Lynn and just get really angry?
Look, I already had my thing with Lynn, okay?
Because Lynn has melted down my headphones a couple times.
I know. I hope I'm not as bad as Lynn, but anyway,
Well, you can't.
This is why we like them, though. I like the East Coast attitude. You got her from Baltimore and him from Boston or Massachusetts area.
Let me tell you something, okay? I came from the Boston area. We don't take any shit from anybody. Okay, simple. That's how it is.
I know a lot of people from that area for sure.
Okay, hold on. We got a caller in. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
It's Rick in Arizona.
Hey, Rick in Arizona. What's happening? I got to punch your name in here. Go ahead. For your what question do you have for Jim or Lucas?
Well, I just want to make a comment about HT.
Okay.
HT started out really good.
Yeah.
And he got himself an audience.
Yeah.
He never took donations for years.
Yeah.
And then he got down into Florida, and he aggravated the politicians, and they passed laws against littering. But he found out that it's much more profitable to trash Jesus Christ and then get the donations from the Jews.
Oh.
And that's what he's doing. He's totally off the Christian thing. For the longest time, he was out there trying to get the blacks and everybody on board,
to
fight the Jewish problem. And he was, doing a great job doing that. The problem he had was, in a lot of cases, that when he confronted people, they would right away say, "Dude, you're not even white." Okay.
Wow. What is he? Is he not white?
He's a mixture. He's Spanish and.
Oh my God! Aren't people from Spain white?
In certain parts of it were years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
But HT is a Sephardic Jew. He's got Sephardic Jewish lineage. You have to have a lot of chutzpah to do what HT does.
All right.
Chutzpah, yeah. Ordinary white people don't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Ordinary white people won't even raise their hand in class. When you have somebody out there as obnoxious as HT, he's Jewish. All of those people out there are Jewish.
Jim has chutzpah. Is he Jewish?
They think I am.
I don't know. I'm not.
They
People think he is, but
hey,
there are rare occasions.
I'm just using your logic, Rick. I'm just using your logic.
Well, hey, I got an example of that too. There was a guy named Frank Collin. Yeah, Frank. That was the head of the American Nazi Party that turned out to be like a Jewish pedophile later on. But he would go to. They would do the same thing. They would go to Jewish neighborhoods. I think it was Skokie, Illinois, and they would demonstrate out there. So it's like it's a common thing, like kind of like Lenin said, to control the opposition, you've got to lead it ourselves. And they make. I'm not even a defender of the Third Reich or any of that stuff, but it's just like they want to make them look ridiculous, so they get their own agents in there for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
hey, Rick,
he's doing a great job of making everybody look stupid.
Rick, are you in the comments as Rick, or is that someone else?
No, that's not me. I haven't made any comments.
Oh, you're not? Okay. I just want to know because there's Slick Rick. I didn't know if you're the Slick Rick or just Rick.
No, I'm just Rick.
Okay.
Well, can I make a comment on Rick's comment? And he's absolutely right. Now, I haven't looked at HT in years, what's going on with him. But you know what happens with all these people? That eventually, and this is if Rick is saying what is true, they end up blaspheming Jesus in the Bible and all that, they come against God now. So in other words, they go from one extreme to the other extreme. And I mean, again, I haven't watched HT, so I don't know what he's doing. All right. But if he's doing that, that's not a good thing, you know?
Well, look, here's the way with the Jews, they like to disarm the Christians. See, the Christians have always been at the root of kicking Jews out of every
Right.
country. The Spanish were Christian. Germany was Christian. Rome was Christian.
Any
when Titus
Catholics?
went in.
What Rome?
Oh, a
what-
lot of
Well,
Catholics.
the Catholic Church in particular was big on that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just
I mean,
want to
so
get them all. I
anytime-
want to get everyone in there, Rick. Come on. I know you don't like the Jews. I know that's your thing too.
No, they're big on kicking the Jews out.
Yeah. So anytime these opposition people like HT can get people to quit believing in Jesus Christ, they will take on 10, 12 anti-Semites at a time. Anytime they can disrupt or get rid of one Christian or a Catholic, get them off the boat, that is a big payday for them. They don't care about the anti-Semites. There's billions of them out there, but they want to destroy the Christian church. And they'd have to do it one person at a time. And HT is Jewish, and that's what he's doing. And nobody makes the kind of money on the internet unless you're a Jew. Only a Jew can make his money, and he's
So
making
you're
it.
saying, yeah, you believe it?
All the way
You
to-
believe HT is Jewish?
I think he's not 100% Jew. He's got lineage in his family.
So if
but all
he's
you
only
need
a
is-
half Jew, he's only going to make half the money. Is that
Yeah,
how it
right.
works? I mean, come on.
making he should have been making $2,000 a night, but he makes $1,000 a night.
Yeah. See.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but it takes a lot of chutzpah, and only a Jew can make that kind of money.
You know,
on the
you-
internet,
you-
not a white person.
Rick, you say chutzpah very well.
I think
I'm
Rick's.
kinda
I
worried
think
about
Rick
you
is
now.
a Jew. Rick, he must be a Jew.
I'm telling you, I don't use that language. So
Well,
I don't
you
know.
probably are Jewish too.
Oh, of course. Well, if it's anyone you don't like, you got to be a Jew, right? Is that how it works?
I don't dislike you, Jim. I don't dislike you,
Oh,
but you're
okay.
always defending these people. You're always defending these people, and the evidence is overwhelming that these people are a menace.
Okay, well, I don't believe the official stories, and that's the official story. So
Yeah,
that
but that's
I personally, I like Rick. I like his calls.
I like
He's a
Rick,
good
too, but
contributor.
Rick is falling for the Jewish psyop too. I think he everything comes up snake eyes or Jew eyes to him. That
So you think it's organized white people doing this? You think that's organized white people are doing this to the world?
organized
Not a
white
chance.
people. What is an organized white people?
You call it MI6 in the crowd,
As
you know,
Johnny
it does-
Cerrucci say, people, name, places, and things. What is an organized? What is organized all around the world? I think
All you gotta do is go to the internet and type Jewish organization.
Okay.
You scroll for 5 days straight without
You're
stopping.
breaking up, Rick. You're breaking up. You're breaking up. So your phone is breaking up. But anyway.
Look at the fight. The fight is between.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Rick.
the fight is between the Jews and the Christians. That's what the
Mhm.
fight is. Okay. Now,
Where are the Catholics,
I'm
Jim?
going to get to that. Okay. So the Catholics now, what's happened with the Catholics, because, you know, there's a billion, whatever they say, Catholics in the world. And you would think that they would be some sort of force for good to come against the Jews, but they don't. Okay. And that's as a problem, I think. Okay. So the Catholics have been infiltrated by the Jews. If you just look at everything about the Catholic priest,
Doesn't it make more sense that the big one is infiltrated the small one? You're saying that a tiny group has infiltrated a billion-person organization? That doesn't even make sense.
of course it does.
No, I disagree with Jim and
It's a number.
Jim and Tim on both of them. Well, but here's the thing, though. Okay, you're right that the Catholic Church has been infiltrated, but you know, I believe in the Judeo-Masonic explanation because it's more secretive. It's more. It makes more sense. You know, the Catholics, they have no power. They have some power. Like you got these weird organizations like the Knights of Malta and stuff.
The
But
Catholics have
in general, they're hollowed out.
They have their own
They're a
embassy
hollowed.
all around the world.
They have the infrastructure, but they are a hollowed out organization. They don't run their own show. That's my opinion. Especially after Vatican II, they definitely don't run their own show anymore.
Okay. Well, I guess it's a debate that will never end, at least on my channel, because I just don't. For me, the most obvious thing is put before us on purpose. So I'm gonna always question it. The more obvious it is, the more I'm gonna question it. Let's put it that way.
Well, Tim, I've been thinking about this. I think the existence of nuance doesn't override the overall pattern that we see. You know what I mean? Like there are Catholics involved, there are non-Jews involved, but to say it's the Jesuits, not the Jews, I think it's kind of overstating the case. In
I
my
don't
opinion.
think I don't think it's just the Jesuits either. I think there's all kinds of people involved. All kinds.
Sure. I agree with that. A lot of us Catholics, we don't like Jesuits either. You could just go to America Magazine.
Are we going to leave?
You can see what their agenda is.
Are we going to leave the fastest growing religion in the world, the Muslims, out of it? They have nothing to do with anything. They're just sitting there watching it all happen. I don't think so.
The Muslims are a big problem. They're the elephant in the room.
It's the fastest growing religion in the world.
That's right. But again,
they're just standing by.
They're the elephant in the room that people aren't paying attention to. Okay, and
they're coming up.
That's right. It's sneaking up on them like crazy, and they have an agenda. The Muslims have an agenda because they're pissed off. What happened during the Crusades? Okay. Get their asses kicked during that time, and now we have Rome and we have the Catholic Church and all that, and they lost a lot of ground, and they want to take it back, and they're going to take it back. They are taking it back.
Jim, I don't think anyone. So unless it's just a bunch of people that read history that are running the whole thing, I think it's just a numbers game anyway with regards to who's going to run this place.
Well, they're all in it together. You know what I'm saying? All of them, the Jews, the Muslims, the Catholics, they're all in it together because they use religion to mislead people. Okay, that's what they do. The Catholic Church, that's all it is the mafia. They're the mafia that's using Christ as the battering ram to get people to do what they want. But basically, the Catholic Church is run like the mafia.
So in other words, there's lots of blame to spread around. It's not just this small group with tiny hats that everyone loves to.
No, I don't. I never said it was just one small group.
No, I know you didn't, but I just want all these groups to have equal time.
They're all part of it. You got to understand that every religion is part of what the Bible calls Babylon the Great. That's my viewpoint. Babylon the Great is all false religion. Revelation chapter 18 explains it all. Okay. So all these religions are part of Babylon the Great. And what are they trying to do? They're misleading the people. Okay. The religions with their political alliances are misleading people.
Frederick wants us to bring in the Protestants. Okay, where's
the Protestants? Okay, so the Protestants come in around 1500, right? With Martin Luther, he gets pissed. Yes, he's a Catholic priest. He gets pissed. He gets the 95 Theses, puts it on the church. But he didn't separate from the Catholic Church 100%. He just objected to a couple things that were going on there. Yeah. All right. But he still held on the doctrines and some of the bullshit that they are teaching. Okay, and this is how religion is, and it really bothers me when people say the Jews formed Christianity. No, they didn't. They had nothing to do with it. Jews, again, quote, Jews became Christians. Okay, the people that we know as Jews became Christian. It wasn't the Jews.
Well,
what's that?
It's a rejection of Pharisaism. The Pharisees. It's a rejection of that, and then that's what it morphed into as Christianity.
Yeah, but again, it has
Jesus. But they had a Jewish origin. If you're talking their background.
Look,
what we know is modern day. What we know is modern day Judaism is completely different.
All right. Are you Lucas? Are you Catholic?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you go to church?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're into all that. Okay?
Every Sunday.
I miss a couple.
Are you going to midnight mass?
But I try.
Going to midnight mass on December 20th?
No. No, I'm not the debate. I'm not that debate.
Okay, so you definitely have a bias. Okay, you really don't have.
Sure.
You definitely don't have an understanding. I was brought up Catholic, so I can relate to all you.
You're
Yeah, but Jim, you don't even believe in an afterlife. So I mean, what? I don't know what you are.
Again, hold on here. Okay, see now you're criticizing what my
now
belief
you're getting
system is.
personal.
Well, no, but
He brought it up. I don't know.
Okay, you can say I don't believe in this or that, but do you understand what I believe? Okay, like in the beginning of me,
I don't know what you believe, honestly.
okay, well look at just briefly. In the beginning when I came in the conversation here before Phil left, someone made a comment about me saying hell. Was that what it was?
I made it. That was
okay. Hell. What is hell? What is hell to you?
I've always considered it a swear, and you were
okay.
I remember when I was growing up, I was told don't say hell.
Okay.
That's
so
all.
Lucas, what is hell to you?
It was a cuss word. That's all I was saying.
It's the rejection of God, and yeah, I mean it's eternal rejection of God.
Okay, so you don't you don't believe it's a place people go?
Well, a place I don't, it's not within my comprehension.
Okay.
It's a state of being, I suppose.
So let me just give you some information here. Okay, you do what you want with it. Hell is the grave. That's all it is. Okay. When the Bible uses the term hell, and you can look it up in the scriptures, all through the scriptures where hell is used, in the Hebrew scriptures and the Greek scriptures, and again, the two separate words, one's Sheol and one's Hades. Okay, Sheol's Hebrew, and Sheol's Hebrew, Hades is Greek. Okay, when you look at
and Gehenna, don't forget about Gehenna.
No, Gehenna has nothing to do with hell. Okay, two separate words. Okay, hell is basically the common grave. Everybody goes to hell because it's the grave. All right, that's what it is. All right, now Gehenna is just a symbolism for everlasting destruction. Every time the word Gehenna is used, it means completely being destroyed, whether physically or spiritually. Okay, but people get these words messed up and they don't understand what the truth is, and so then they accuse me of not having the right orthodoxy, right belief system. Well, no, I believe in what the Bible teaches and what the words say. I don't believe in what the church teaches me in regards to the doctrines and things they want me to believe that aren't biblical. They believe hell's a place of fiery torment, which is a bunch of baloney, okay? And they do that because they want to put fear in everybody, so everybody goes to church and everybody does go through all the things they have to go through, okay? That's the problem with religion. They use all this stuff.
I found a picture of hell here.
Right, of course you're going to see it. Well, this is what they teach.
Well, Jim, I would say this: the Protestants they say, oh, it's all man-made teachings from the Catholic Church, but what you believe is a man-made teaching. So, I mean, you're a man, right? You're not God.
Yeah.
So.
No, I
tend to think their theology is the most correct. I have questions about it myself. It's not I solved it. I know everything about it, but it's an everyday question.
Let me tell you something. I studied the Bible for 20 years or more, 25 years. All right.
Do you recommend doing that? Do you recommend everyone does that?
Well, people don't have the comprehension to do it today, okay? Because it takes work, all right? But the thing is, I've gotten into all this stuff years ago, okay? I mean, in fact, I would love to have a show just dealing with the Bible, but it's so controversial, and so many people have so many different views of what things are, like heaven, hell, Gehenna, what the soul is, what happens when you die. It's not going to work out. Yeah. So I don't bother with it anymore. I just say, hey, you believe what you want to believe. I'm going to show you what the Bible says, what it says, and not what they interpret.
What you say it says.
No. This is what you're making a problem here. I'm going to show you what words mean.
Are you doing that tonight or on another show? Because
no, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think we're about to close that. Well, how about we get this to this?
We're up against the hour, and
yeah, my phone's about to die too, so I want to thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it.
Hey, next time get a Bluetooth so you're a little more audible, if you don't mind.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm on Bluetooth, but it's bad audio.
I think I think
later.
it's on your phone speaker, so it's a little echoey. Well, the religion.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Next time. Thank you, Lucas. Jim, I think we're gonna have to go because we're at an hour and religious talk. No,
I get it. I get it.
No
That's
offense.
That's why I don't get into it.
No,
Because
I know.
most people, it's above their heads. Okay, and you gotta do some thinking to think about it. And if people ask me questions, I give them the answers. I don't chase people down. I don't force people to believe what I believe, but I believe I can make a case on what I believe. That's all I can say.
No, I know, and you do make a case. You do have a show. You have more video audio than almost anyone I've ever met consistently on the internet. So you're always interesting, that's for sure. Passionate, that's for sure. Loud, that's for sure. So I think people do like it when you bring it to the show, even though I'm starting to feel bad for Phil because it almost sounds like you're picking on him now. And Phil is a gentle soul. Just because he's
I like Phil. Okay,
I know
but
you do.
I think Phil is getting misled by some bad people.
You want to bring him back into the fold. I can see that.
Well, no, look at Phil again. Phil is getting misled by some really dangerous, bad people, and
right.
it's I feel bad. I hate to
know
see that.
you're trying to help. The passion you have for Phil, it's like he's your son or something. It's really
Well, no, let me tell you something about people. You're not going to meet anybody has met as many people as me.
Yeah.
I'm talking person to person.
Yeah.
I've met probably 10,000 or more people.
Wow.
Directly one-on-one.
Right.
You're not going to ever find people that do that. Yeah, you can get someone that speaks to a 10,000 people crowd, but I'm talking, I've actually talked individually, shook hands, had discussion. Okay.
Is that all from carpet cleaning or something else?
Well, it's for everything I did when I was the Jehovah's Witness and all that.
Did you go door to door with the Jehovah's?
Yes, I did. I did it for 17 years, full time.
Wow.
Okay. So the point I'm making is I have a college education on people. Yeah. I know people. I can sense people. I can when I talk to people, I know just where they stand, right when I talk to them, because I've talked to so many people that I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you, I've done this and I know people, and Phil is a nice guy. Okay. Phil is
you got a good feeling on Phil.
Oh, I got a great feeling on Phil.
Frederick wants to know, how can you listen to the Hitler wannabe clown every Sunday? What's your feeling on that guy?
Well, Bruce is a different guy, but it's his Zoom. I'm invited on his Zoom.
I know. But you really like Hitler. Do you find what he's doing mockery or idolatry?
Well,
how do you endorse it? Because honestly, I'm surprised that you put up with that.
Well, look at it. If he wants to dress up and look like that, what am I going to say? You know what I mean?
I know, but you like Hitler. You wouldn't do that.
No. I wouldn't do it. Okay, but that just shows you that I can put up with a lot of stuff. And if he wants to do that, he's welcome to do that. I mean, what am I going to do? I'm not going to disagree. I'm just going to say, well, you can do what you want.
So, but it doesn't faze you. You haven't called him out on it, have you?
No, I never call. I mean, people have, and I've been on the show when they have, and whatever. You know what I mean?
All right. I tried to get him on, but I don't know if he grabbed the link. But maybe he can explain himself if next time you can just give him the link.
Why is this person saying I'm being a coward again? Why? Why is he saying that?
I don't know. He'll have to come on the show. It's really hard to communicate through chat. So if you want to come on the show, anyone can come on the show, by the way. You just type in shortfake.com/restream. You can do it every Wednesday, or you can call in, or you can come on Discord, but anyone can talk and go back and forth. It's a lot easier than trying to figure out what people are saying in the chat. Although we do welcome chat, even if it's snipey. I know people do snipe on the chat. And only a couple people have been banned from the chat. So I'm pretty tolerant like Jim. Yeah. I do put up with a lot. Just personal attacks, I don't like them either. So, especially when they're on me, the host. Get your own show.
That's right.
Get your own show if you're going to. I don't attack the messenger. I can criticize the message, though. But don't make rude comments on the host.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not admitting that I didn't say Bruce is an idiot. I was just questioning his costume choice. That's all. I just think it's a little strange. Anyway, Jim, thanks a lot for coming on. Thanks to Phil for coming on. And Jim is on BitChute every single day, thousands of videos, and I'm sure he'll talk about today's show tomorrow, right, Jim?
Yeah,
on your show.
I'll mention it. Well, we talked. I think we had a good show. I enjoyed talking with Phil, and I like Phil. I think Phil's a good guy. He's got a good heart, and I trust him.
I like Phil too, and I like Jim, and I like the callers, and this was a pretty good show. We're gonna try and get a Jim and Lynn in the cage one day. Why not? We're gonna get you guys revved up.
What's gonna be the topic?
I don't even. We got to find something you both get really mad at. So something you're really passionate about.
Well, how come Lynn doesn't call in?
Well, I don't know. Lynn is she's on Tuesdays. She could call in. I know she does listen. I don't. If she's listening live, she usually puts a comment in. So I don't think she's listening live. But we'll get Lynn on Tuesday. Maybe we'll have you come on next Tuesday. I'll see what she thinks. We'll start an email conversation. And next Tuesday is her day.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thanks everyone for coming on. What day is it tomorrow? Thursday. I don't know if the usual people will be on Thursday, but we'll see. And I'm going to try and get the guy who says sports is fixed on. I'm going to send him an email now and get him on because, sports is fixed. I
think so too.
And fake. Well, of course, it's entertainment, just like this show. Yeah. Don't take anything we said seriously. This is just entertainment only.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Take care, everybody.
See you next week. Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye.